And it certainly was not a ghost town here in Bloor West Village. People were out and about for a wide variety of reasons. As we've been reporting, there are many exemptions to the new rules. I can tell you that we did not see any police or bylaw officers all afternoon. And today I did get some clarity on what enforcement will look like.
If there are 25 people walking down the sidewalk together holding hands and no masks, then the officers would have the authority to stop and talk to those people. They're in violation, and they would have to identify themselves.
Jeff McGuire with the Ontario Association of Chiefs of Police tells me police forces from across Ontario now have the legislation in hand. And what is clear is that no special powers have been given to allow officers to stop people without cause.
To specifically pull somebody over and say, hey, are you complying with the emergency order? We have no authority to do that, and that won't be happening. Same for walking down the sidewalk. If you're out in public, the officers do not have the authority to come up to you and say, hey, where are you going? What are you doing?
Some police forces say they are being inundated with 911 calls about the stay-at-home order. Peel Police had to post a tweet asking people to stop clogging up emergency lines and to call 311 instead.
What do you think? Are there more people out today? The same amount of people out today?
Same amount of people.
Really? Not much of a difference?
Not much of a difference, yeah.
Here's what Bloor West Village looked like in early December when restrictions were looser, but not by much. Today, there are fewer people on the streets, but residents tell me the amount of activity now compared to recent weeks is pretty much status quo. Our cameras captured many out and about grabbing a coffee or a bite to eat. Curbside pickup was in full swing at the butcher, the baker, the florist.
Are you out and about for essential reasons right now?
Yeah, I had to get my allergy shot.
Oh, okay.
So on the way back, I got a cough.
High Park was a busy destination for outdoor activities. The tennis court was at full capacity, the ice rink in good use. Kids were running around the playgrounds, all things that are permitted. The question is, will the strong provincial messaging asking people to stay home unless it's absolutely necessary actually change behavior?
I think it's definitely made me reconsider a backyard gathering that I'm having with just 4 of my friends. So we're talking about whether or not we should go forward with that.
So you have one scheduled for the weekend?
For the weekend, yeah. We have
Okay, and so with 4 other friends?
Yeah, just like a backyard thing.
Really, it hasn't changed what we're supposed to be doing, but maybe the sense of that there's more enforcement around it might change things.
Now, other things I did learn about enforcement today is that if you are stopped by an officer and about to be ticketed, you are only obligated to give verbal identification. And if you are an essential worker, you do not need a letter of employment to explain why you are out. As for all the shops here and other stores across the province, they're only open for a couple of more hours under the new laws. Closing time is now 8 o'clock for most businesses. Now, with crackdowns expected, advocates for marginalized communities say they are concerned about over-policing. I'll send it over to Melissa Nicovelli now with more on that story.